What's up? What's up? What's up? Are there any R. Kelly fans and supporters out there? What's up? Come on, y'all. Come on in here. This is your girl, Lady D. Let's talk about that damn reply that was filed yesterday. I read it late, so I couldn't really chat with you guys, but I'm on here now. What's up? Let's talk. Oh my God. I can't wait. What's up? Hey, everyone. I know it's been a minute. Your girl been live. What's happening? I decided to come live so I can hear your reactions to that damn reply. What is going on? Come on in. Come on in. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Man, I slept like a baby after reading that damn reply. What is up? Is there anyone that would like to come on the panel and talk about how you feel about that damn reply? If so, I just put the link in the chat. Come on up. Let's talk. It's been a minute. What's going on? Amen. Amen. You know that's right. You know that's right. Hey, Empress, how are you? I know it's been a minute. Oh, here go my girl. What is up, Miss Spitfire in the house?
What it do, baby?
What is going on?
Girl, listen here. I tell you, I was doing that motion watch. I emailed him like I told him. I'm doing a motion watch.
Okay.
Well, I told him I'm doing a motion watch.
He filed the reply though, right? He met the deadline.
Huh?
You know he met the deadline.
I did a motion watch. I was live when I broke it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I hear you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I had told him I was doing a motion watch, and I emailed him, and just to let him know I'm doing a motion watch because I dropped a video a couple days ago, and I said, okay, we got 2 days to drop this motion, and I'm gonna be doing a motion watch. And I basically pretty much said, I'm gonna put your number out there if you don't drop that motion on time adoption. Put your number out.
He drop it.
Hey, girl, so I was all live and we was doing a motion watch last night. And I said, okay, I told him that I sent him another email and said, okay, I'm live now and I'm finna do it. And I said, will Bo Brinley meet the deadline? I don't look like he's gonna meet it.
Oh, girl,
and then when I was live, he I knew he was watching. I knew he was watching my channel. I knew he was watching it because right when I sat up there and said something, he dropped it, and I got a reply in my email.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so I kind of pretty much knew he was watching because I was gonna put his ass out there. Like I was going to listen. Had he not dropped that motion, I was going to slam him. But when I tell you I was gonna spit fire on him, he was gonna be my target.
Well, he should have been your damn target.
He was gonna be my target.
I was done with his ass if he would. I was like, if this man, something just told me, Lady D, just check Pacer one more time before you go to bed. Just check it. Girl, when I went in there and saw that day, I was like, what? But not only that, after as I'm reading the shit, I was like, oh my God.
He touched on everything that they have done wrong.
I thought it was awesome. That's why I'm on here now. I want reactions, you know?
Yeah.
Last night it was kind of late. And once I read it, I
knew he was going to drop it late because he knew that his fans was waiting. He knew we were waiting. He knew we were waiting. He knew we were waiting. And you know how you just sit up there and wait till the last minute. He knew we were waiting.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn, this man has not filed. I'm like, oh my God, because this has like been a pattern and shit, you know. But like I said, that's old news. The man came through and he came through. Oh my God. He blew my damn mind. I mean, it was, what did you think about it though, after you read it? What is your
Uh,
opinion on it?
my thoughts was he spoke strictly about the injustice on how the prosecutors were handling this case and how they threatened and strong arm these so-called witnesses. And he sat up there and had spoke on how other inmates were told to get his correspondence and share with the government, just all kinds of things that he touched on why this man should have a new trial and stuff like that. And I think he should have a new trial. I don't think there, even if you thought R. Kelly was guilty, there is no reason why this man can't have a new trial. Not even just the thoughts of the prosecutors doing what they're doing, but the fact of the matter is on how tainted Surviving R. Kelly was when it first aired 7 years ago, and how it destroyed this man's reputation so much so it took years for people to even start listening to his music again. You know, they still don't play his music on public airways.
No, and people, that's just being ignorant to me. I
And
mean,
I just
seriously.
and I think,
I don't know.
but
Maybe
you
it's
know,
just
R.
me.
Kelly was really hard headed when we had a conversation, and this was all. I didn't play this part, but I had told him he should sue. Right? He sued what he wanted to sue, and who he sued, he should have sued. But I didn't think that that was the first. If you see my commentary from years ago, I didn't think that that was the first people he should have sued. I think, and I thought that he should have sued the Me Too movement. I thought that that movement was a violation of everything, and the movement was allowed to go into our legal system and the courtrooms and everything else. We have a governor in New York that came out and said, this is the state of the women's rights movement. That is an injustice when you have something that a woman can come forward and say some things, and we all supposed to have due process, man or woman, and you're supposed to be able to confront your accusers. So,
Right. But what, but not to cut you off, Spit, but what I thought when you said that before, that he, about that, who he should have sued first, I think he was prioritizing, and by saying that the government, he was after the person that basically caused this shit to actually happen. So I kind of agreed with him.
I do.
To go, you know, because it's not, you have so much time to file a suit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not like just because he didn't file it right away that's not. He still had what, 2 years? You know, there's a length of time that you have to bring your case. You know.
Well, you know what? I think he did
complaint.
right.
So,
I think he did right by filing it. I just don't think that they were the first people that he should sue. Because you got to think like this. If you sue like he wanted us to write the DOJ, me and him had an argument about it. But I said, okay, all right, you want we to put that out there? I put it out there, right? And I had a conversation with you about it.
But it seems like, okay, I'm trying to figure out, because it seems like, why you didn't think that should have been important?
I don't think that, no, it's important. It shouldn't have been first.
And that's my point. Why do you feel that way? Okay, I know the Me Too, but this woman stole this man's confidence. I don't understand that part, that you feel that, oh, that shit could have come down the line. No,
because he was thinking the same thing you were thinking. He was thinking like the DOJ violated me, the BOP violated me, they stole his stuff, and they gave it to the prosecutors and all this and that. I was trying to explain to him, I understand that, and you were right about that. Two things can be right at the same time. I just said that he should have sued the movement first. He should have sued Lifetime. He should have sued the movement first. He should have sued all those people first. And the reason, listen, hold on, let me explain for a second. The reason being is because you are in the custody of the people of which you're trying to sue. You get what I'm saying? Your life is in their hands. You get what I'm saying? The DOJ, the BOP, you're in prison. You're under the authority of these people. So therefore, suing them now and you're under their care and they have, you are considered a convict. So they can do anything to you and say some things, and they got the media on their side. So the point I was trying to explain to Rob, when we had this heated conversation, even offline, I say, fire, I don't have time for that. He's screaming at me. I'm like, okay, all right, nigga, that's what you want to put out here. That's what I'm going to put out here. But what I told him was, I think you should have sued the Me Too movement, because what they had to do was, if you really think about it, and I've always spoke on it, they had to tarnish his image. I said, what you need to do is discredit them on having to tarnish your image. Then you could have sued the BOP. Because once you discredit the Me Too movement, once you and it's in front of the whole world, it kills everything. And that's what I was trying to explain to, because nigga, you already in jail. You've been in jail for 4 years already.
I don't know. Trust me. Well, I'm thinking whatever he was doing was just the device of his console. So there was a reason why that wasn't done in that way that you're saying. Right. I believe, but that's my own personal opinion.
His counselor did it.
I just don't. You're saying how they tainted his reputation was already tainted. You know,
you not get what I'm saying.
I guess not.
They were the ones who facilitated and orchestrated the whole government to come down on this man. So, and they sat up there and turned the world against him. It was a whole takedown where they had meetings on how to do it. I showed the man, he said, we had to come together to figure out how to change the narrative. We had to do all that. Those are the people you need to discredit. Because once you discredit them, it opens up the BOP. It opens up the DOJ and everything, and the people that you are in custody with, because you bought down the big wigs. Me Too had so much money to the point where they infiltrated the government, they infiltrated the courtroom. Nobody who's being accused of any type of Me Too in the state of New York will ever get off. They're going to get you one way or the other, because the governor, who is the highest person on the land of New York, is saying this is the women's rights movement. She comes from Liberation's movement. She comes from Emily's List, which is a Me Too movement. So the point I'm making is you got to cut the head off at the snake. And the snake is the DOJ, and the BOP was not the head. It was some betterment.
Okay, so you were basically just offering your opinion.
I told him what I have researched.
I kind of get what you're saying, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it in the same way you're explaining it.
And he didn't see it that way either. Like, and now where we at? We right here. And Me Too is
I don't think we're here because I don't believe that. But that's just me, though. I don't believe we're here because of that. I really don't. But that's just me. That's just I just don't
I think that where it starts is where you get it, where you take it down.
That's where it started, right?
It didn't start there. That's what I'm explaining to you.
Once the information got out, once his stuff was leaked, that's when everything started happening, correct?
No. It started happening prior to his arrest. You just came through at that point. I'm going back to 2019, 2018. I'm going back to killing the movement.
No, I get it. Come on. I know they played a hell of a role.
When he was arrested and they did that, that was at the end. What you're talking about and them stealing his stuff, that was at the end. You know what I mean? Because like, if you killed the Me Too movement, you killed a lot of stuff. That's what happened in the Diddy case. What they did was they tried to use Me Too, and then they realized that she had some people testify, and she wasn't Me Too. So they killed the whole case. You gotta kill that movement. That movement is
Yeah.
stronger. That movement is going after presidents, whether you agree with the president or not. They're going after them. That's how strong it is.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I
And
mean,
then,
I know
and the
there's
lady,
one.
and you got to understand something. The warden that where he's housed is a woman. You get what I'm saying? So you need not. I told him that you shouldn't do that because it's a woman there. You get what I'm saying? The nigga wanted to do what he wanted to do. So whatever. We did what he said to do, and now we're here.
I know, we could say a whole lot of shit because
Well, woulda, shoulda, coulda, but it is what it is.
Where he's sitting.
Yeah, because he the one who's sitting in there, right?
He's trying to figure this shit is coming from all. I'm sure he's getting it from all direct. And he's in a situation he's never been in. First of all, he's still in shock during this time. This shit ain't even registered. At this time, he didn't even know these people were withholding. It was so much. But so I just can't blame him he tried his best speaking with different bloggers and this and that. Everyone was voicing their opinion of how they feel, what he should do.
I just strictly was talking about the justice system. I wasn't talking about his innocence, his guilt. I'm only talking about the legal and how it's in jest on how they did what they did. And one of the reasons why I said that is because of the Me Too movement. I said that was because of the simple fact is there is a guy who's a police officer unalived someone by kneeling on their neck in front of the world. He gets 20 years.
I remember that.
R. Kelly got 30 years, and all of them were girlfriends and all this, and they're alive. Something is wrong with that picture. That's how strong
it was a lot of men. Well, we already know. Well, I don't know, but
no,
that was obvious to me. It's a lot of manipulation in it. But and the judge herself already said that she already knew she was going to give him 30 damn years.
And guess what?
The trial was even over.
Guess what? She got an award from a Me Too organization.
Yeah, I've heard that. But hey, the way shit is happening, all this shit seemed like, I think, I was complaining and doing a lot of complaining and shit about Bo and how he was doing shit because I've just never seen shit done in the manner in which he was doing it. But after reading that reply, and how it was so strategically put together, he's going after their asses.
What? Because to me,
reading it reminded me of New York as I'm reading it. Because it was the same shit.
Well, they did the same thing. It was just an after fact, right?
I say this man, so that's what I'm saying. It's not like it's over. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he needs to get this where this is to attack New York. Because it's the same allegations. It's the same shit.
Well, we'll probably do one thing. He probably go do one thing at a time. See how this goes, if it goes. If the judge grant a new trial and to see what the outcome of that will be. And I'm sure, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure, if it comes in a positive way for Kels finally, after 7-8 years, absolutely. I'm sure that he will be trying to go back after New York.
There's no way they can ignore that shit that happened in New York. They even got their asses on here laughing, bullshitting on these. You can't ignore that.
Right.
And I'm sure that man has that. But, I'm speaking just from a lay person. These attorneys know their shit, especially when they specialize in a certain area of law. Just like Jennifer Bongine, she specialized in appellate brief, whatever, They from a layman's view, we don't see what they see, but they know I always feel they know what they're doing.
Right. Yeah.
And after reading this man, I say, damn, I was talking about it like this sloppy ass, this, that. I call that man some of everything because I've never seen anything so ridiculous. But the way they worded that damn reply, and mind you, not one damn typo. Everything he found on that man had a fucking typo. But for this most important document, that he really needed the judge to focus and pay attention, he nailed that shit.
Yeah, he did.
That says volumes to me. I was like, oh shit, this shit is the same shit. I'm telling you, I wish that was before I hate that judge, but I wish that was for the New York case. You get what I'm saying? Because you can have her ass, especially if you feel she done some shit, you can have her recused from the damn thing. So that's not a big thing. But I learned from that, just that motion, that reply.
Yeah.
Just got me thinking a little differently. These people, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They got the degree. So all that shit I said about that man, he shut my ass up.
Well, that's a good way to get shut up, when somebody come back and do exactly what you think that they should do. If anybody have to shut you up in a good way like that, I take it. Hey, I take one. I take it. Well, let me let you go ahead on and go and get with your panel. You got somebody up here. I just wanted to say,
going? You know they
no. Let them go ahead and have you to themselves and let them
be spitting some good shit, girl. No,
stay on here. You my favorite.
See.
Okay, I'll give you
on? Because Spit, you were around longer than than I've been around. So you can answer a lot of shit that I can't. All I can do is voice my opinion. And that's what I basically do on here anyway. I voice my opinion on shit that I know I've followed, I've read, stuff I did. But you were here way long before shit I haven't even touched on. You know what I'm saying? Like you were talking about the Me Too and all that. Yes, absolutely, they're relevant. But I guess I had to get in his head. Because this man, even though it's been 7 years.
But that's the point I'm saying. That's the point I'm saying. Sometimes when you're in a situation, you need to listen to people who not in it and see it from the outside looking in. Because sometimes you could be too emotional on a situation, like he's in prison. And so therefore you're not understanding what I see. You know, I understand.
But you got to look at it though. It's not like he's doing this case pro se.
I know.
You see what I'm saying? He has counsel to deal with those things.
And I told him, and they're going to listen to him as well, and how he want to approach this. And he said to DOJ, and that's what Jennifer did. She filed a lawsuit with the DOJ, but that was risky. That's risky. And the reason why it was risky is because you're under their care. Like you're housed with them. They can have another inmate do a whole lot of other things.
To me, because you brought the shit to the forefront, they'd be the first one to point at. So I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Because they the first main ones to sit up there and can hide some things. I mean, we have a white man that's not even here that's charged with some things as well. And now it's all in Congress. And with this Epstein stuff, and this, I'm not getting into that. I'm just saying, using that as an example, because that's a whole nother conversation. The point I'm making is, if they can sit up there and people can question whether this man's alive, is not, if he offed himself, if he didn't, what you think they can do with chaos? You got what I'm saying? You don't sit up there.
Trust me, all of that.
You don't do that.
Where they already tried to do something with the medication.
That's the point, because he had a case going. He had a lawsuit going. I said,
what's going on with that? Do you know? Not to cut you off.
It's done. But the point I'm making is,
Bo really blew that. I don't know. Maybe it's some strategic.
Well, I think it was a plan.
Yeah, it had to be, because it makes no sense. I mean, that man wanted. I don't know. I'm after that reply, I'm not second guessing shit that man is doing. Okay, shut my ass up. I'm done criticizing that.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on for a second.
Okay, what's going on, Pretty Brown? What's happening?
Girl, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. So what is your reaction to that reply? That's what this live is actually about, though. What is happening? What is your reaction? What do you think? Do you think it was strong enough? Did it hit the points that needed to be hit? What do you think?
I think it was really strong, considering how his habits have been, like kind of missing motions and stuff. This was something we needed.
Hold on,
did
Pretty
this.
Brian. I am so sorry, but my dog, he needs my attention. I don't know what
Okay.
the hell is going on. Give me a sec. Chat
Okay.
amongst each other. I'll be right back. Archie, what is going on? What's wrong? Come here. What's wrong with that big boy? What's wrong with Archie? What's wrong? Where you at? Oh my God, Archie. Big boy, good boy. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what was it. I got him with me. Hey, next level, what's up? Okay, Pretty Brian, I'm sorry. I just had when he barks like that, I have to see what's happening.
Okay, yeah. So I think we finally getting somewhere because I wasn't liking the way he was responding either when you would be voicing it. I didn't like it. It's like he was missing motions and stuff, but
Oh
this
my
is what
God.
we needed.
Exactly. That man was driving me, girl, he was driving me crazy. But now it's like, was all this shit strategic? I don't know.
Maybe he could
Because
be moving in a
that
strategic
damn
way.
reply was very, very impressive to me.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean, they weren't trying. It wasn't being arrogant. It stayed focused on the key. What he needs that judge to focus on. Wasn't no
Right.
shit, exaggerated. It was none of that. Oh my
Exactly.
God.
It was straightforward and he did that.
Oh my
He did
God, he
that.
nailed that shit. I had to get a man his prop because I swear I was already prepared. I was like, oh shit, I hate to have to come on here and tell these damn people this damn man did not. Girl, I had the shit ready to go, right?
Right.
And my mind told me to check one more time before I let you guys down, to give you that badass news, right?
Right.
And I saw that shit. I was like, what? I said, oh hell no, girl. So when I was reading it, I was reading it at the same time I was recording it for you guys. So my reaction was like, what? It's not like I read it beforehand. So my mind is blown as I'm reading this shit. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He deserved a
that's why I'm on here
retrial.
now, because I couldn't come on here last night. But man, that shit, I slept like a baby.
And you know what I was gonna tell you? I was surprised when you posted the photos of R. Kelly. So I said, now she believes it's R. Kelly.
But okay, what happened? What I missed? What I missed? Who believed R. Kelly?
That picture wasn't no damn R. Kelly.
What I missed?
Oh, we talking about the most recent pics that are.
No, I'm talking about the last one you talking about. That's why you were shocked I posted that other one.
No, this was for sure him on these new pics.
I really believe the one because I did a better image.
Right.
Just him. I kind of cropped out the other whatever else, and I just wanted him. And I just could not see. That was not AI.
That wasn't AI. He looks really good with the salt and pepper.
I really believe that was him. I really believe it was him because people got to understand with AI is like a damn robot.
Mm-hmm.
It's emotionless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can. That's how you can tell they don't really have any emotion.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, and that's why I was like, oh my God, look at his eyes. I was saying, look at his eyes, because even though he was posing and this and that, he looked so sad to me.
Really?
But I didn't want to say that. I wanted you guys to look at the eyes and form your own opinion. It was like, what the am I doing in this place? It's been 7 years and that man is still struggling at the fact that he's in prison.
I know, spitting fire. What you think about the pictures?
What the pictures of him being in prison?
The most recent. He had on like gray or whatever.
It was a nice picture. I put it on. I think I put it on.
You ain't seen it?
I may have, y'all. People be showing me so much stuff. I got so much going on.
It looks good because I was like, damn, man, that my boys, it's getting gray up in there, because
they all do because it's stress. Like, look at Diddy. Look how quick
Diddy looks worse than R. Kelly to me. Like, he all the way gray. I was
I
like,
mean,
how
yeah.
you been in?
I mean, I
R.
love a
Kelly been
silver
in that
fox
longer?
now.
Oh, he
actually-
looks handsome with it, but I don't know. I've been seeing all the old photos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
right?
I seen this one. Yeah, I seen this one.
So what you think about
Which
it?
one you looking at, Spit?
The one with the gray and the glasses.
Yeah.
Not with the guy. Is the guy with him? Because one is kind of faded, but you can kind of see it. But I got a better image, and
Yeah,
I
he look
uploaded
all right.
that.
That's it. He releasing some prison pictures.
So that is him.
Yeah, that's him.
Is he doing? What is he like? They just be taking pictures in there or something, or is it a meet and
People
greet?
take pictures in prison. Y'all don't know that they take pictures in prison.
I didn't even
I don't
know
even
till
think
it
he for
started.
all that shit. He ain't trying to be. He ain't into that. But you know, he's keeping the game. You know what I'm saying? He got to play the game.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
you
think
know what I'm
he
saying? He back up in General Pop, and then you got people in there that's fans of him that want a picture with him.
Yeah.
It won't stop because you in prison. They want a picture with your ass too. It's always gonna be a Negro try to try you. It's always something.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, okay,
You
what
know
do
what I'm
you
saying? He
think
just better show them Negroes he from the Shy. Shit, that's all I say. Like you let him know it's going down.
Well, you know he got to keep it on low because you know you don't want.
Well, you know, R. Kelly was a fighter anyway. You know, he was a
I
hothead
heard
anyway.
that.
But
When
what
did
I'm
he-
saying, when
was
you do
he?
certain shit in prison, you can add tack on your time. He don't need shit added to that damn.
Yeah, but you
30+
know how
damn
people
years.
be trying them though. They be trying them.
But he's smart. I think he's smart. I think he knows exactly what he's doing, and that's the
Well,
problem.
if
A lot
you
of
get to
people
a
do
point
not
where I
give
gotta
that
beat your
man
ass, I'm gonna
enough
beat your
credit.
ass now.
I
Huh?
didn't even like how they
damn,
just
I
had
work
him
on
in
that
solitary
later.
confinement.
What? I'm sorry, I missed it. What you guys say?
Oh, I just said I didn't like how they just had him in that solitary confinement.
Bro,
Oh
I
my
just
God.
found out the other day. I'm like, you mean that he just got out? I am still
He
shocked
just
by
got
that.
out after 2 to 3 weeks. That
Well,
is
you
was
ridiculous.
damn near
they
a
trying to
month.
make an example out of him because of that lawsuit and this case going. And I keep telling y'all, Me Too is behind this too. They got money. I don't know why.
They can keep messing with him up. But see, I get what you're saying, Spit. But I swear, when you have been okay, let me make sure I word it right. When you have been chosen, see, people got to have faith. When you're a chosen one, when God has chosen you for something, no one is going to touch you.
That's true.
No one is going to touch you because they tried. They tried now.
True that.
They definitely tried. So what R. Kelly, and because his mother brought him up knowing the Bible and how, you know, how it is when you trust in God, no matter how shit looks, it's hard for someone to understand someone that's holding on to that faith if you don't truly believe it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And R. Kelly believes it. Look how calm this man has been throughout this. Even when it came to those women. He never say, oh, that heifer, I can't believe that hoe got me up in there. None of that. He was always calm, cool, and just so respectful.
Yeah, because it couldn't have been me, because I'd have been calling them every name in the book.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know how he always say he's trusting the process. It's ugly. It's ugly. But one thing I know, when you truly believe in that word, nothing is going to shake you no matter what, or how it's looking on the surface. See, me, I'm back and forth. I'm like, oh shit, now come on, you know. But we're human though. You get what I'm saying? We human.
Emotions is hard to tame.
Huh?
Emotions is hard to tame.
It's hard, right? But the thing is, we are supposed to express ourselves, right? But then once you get that shit out, you got to go back into your faith. You got to like, okay, Father, I know you got it, but you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You still have to release it, but then don't forget who's really in charge. Does that make sense?
Very much so.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I hear all these people saying all this. Oh man, it just breaks my heart. The shit. I don't even go. I'm rarely on social media now because it's just so damn ridiculous. And especially when it comes to him. I'm like, oh my God, how could these people be so damn heartless? I don't understand
Well,
how.
you know what? Like I just did when I did commentary, or whatever. It's about everybody did something for recognition, right? Everybody did something to belong. No one got what they thought they were going to get out of taking down him. It's just that we so far in now that if it comes out with all the things that we broke the law on, we will be trading places. So now we have to sit up there and make sure he stays in so things won't come to light when he gets out. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's what they think.
So that's what they think, but they don't understand. But see, like I said, you can always fool some of the people some of the time, not all the people all the time.
Right.
So you gonna have more people now screaming free R. Kelly because you got people out here that's seeing. You know what I mean? Like I didn't sit up there and say the things in the transcript. These are what these accusers said.
Exactly.
So when I read what they said and it ain't making sense to the subscriber on the panel or many of them in the chat, then they gonna form a kind of decision that this doesn't make sense. And now they gonna say, well, free this man because this don't make sense. Even if they may have thought once upon a time that the man was guilty. So I just find it to be interesting.
It's so many of them ignorant. I'm sorry, Spit. Yeah, there are some, but girl, these people on these damn YouTube that's using his name for what to build there, because I still believe it's like they have to use his name for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they're making money off his name with the negative stuff. They don't, the people that they're drawing in wants to hear, they're gonna fake you out as if they saying want to put his name on there like they're supportive or some shit like that when they're not. It's just to get you over. It's all about. He's always been what you call a money bag for these people.
Yeah.
And now it's just utter. It's just so.
It's just greed. It's so much greed.
Oh
like you
God.
really think you deserve this man's money because of X, Y, Z.
But you said something that was powerful though. You were saying, you just said something that that they may end up where he's at or something like that. But you know what? You don't know. It may happen. They're not out of the woods because that reply said a lot. People at work rehearsed. You got your ass on that stand and you knew you lied, even though you swore to tell the truth and nothing.
But you sat up there and strong arm witnesses. You told them that you would put them in jail if they didn't do it. Yeah. That's not the way a prosecutor is supposed to work.
Right.
If you are a victim, you're supposed to go to the police, the prosecutor, try to bring some charges against somebody, and you initiate it. They didn't initiate charges against R. Kelly. You initiate them to cooperate to concoct charges against him.
Okay, now answer this, because this has been on my mind. Okay, New York is done. Supreme Court didn't even want to hear the shit, right?
Well, you know what? The Supreme Court didn't want to hear it.
What my question is, okay, with that being said, right? Mm-hmm. That the way it looks like that's it, right? That there's nothing else you could do. So with this information, say he's coming, like he's doing this for a new trial, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you, after something has gone to the level that it has gone through with New York, the Supreme Court, the highest court, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they did not, could he still bring something like that?
What you mean?
Let me see who you are, Sam. Who are you? Because I ain't on here for no bullshit and I don't want to see these little ass wieners. So who the hell? Let me see your face. If I don't see your face, your ass not coming on here. I ain't got time for you damn distractors. I really don't. I played this damn game one too many damn time. I ain't got time for that. Reveal who the hell you are or just gone down. Okay? All right, go ahead, Spit.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? So the court system is always like almost a domino effect, right? You just try to chop things off at the bottom level and then you chop all the way up into, you know what I'm saying? Everything just falls. You get what I'm saying? So Bo needs to prove that how the government was tainted, which they were. They were. Because for one, it all started with a tainted state case that was halted and hijacked until it was a federal case. Then it was a federal case. You get a federal judge who's a Me Too judge, and then she refuses bond. Don't have no reason to whether it's bond or not. As if this man was on the street kidnapping young girls. These were people who was in his life, their acquaintances. They calling themselves girlfriends. Why is it that anybody, and not saying that a man can't abuse his significant other, but the point I'm making is, why wouldn't he be able to get a bond though? Unless their lives in danger. Their lives was not in danger. Right. You know what I'm saying? So why can't he get a bond?
What I'm saying, maybe I said it wrong. What I'm trying to find out, could he bring something similar to New York to get that shit reopened?
Because he's probably starting with this one first.
That's what I'm saying. But
yeah, right. He probably will try to. He probably will try.
See, this one hasn't gone through the appeals like New York. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, it did go to the appellate court and it was rejected. It didn't go to the state Supreme Court. No. Right. No.
So this one went to the Supreme though.
Yeah.
So when it reached that level, is it possible? Could it? Do we have any legal minds up here? What's that guy named?
Well, the thing is, you can always be a friend of the court and write your support on the decision of what the defense is trying to do.
No, trying to bring light of what happened.
That's what I'm saying, to give another consideration.
Anytime now, that's in any damn courthouse. Come on now. You know damn well.
Well, appellate court and Supreme Court does not listen to cases; they listen to errors.
Right. No. I'm going back to the case now. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying when she was on the stand testifying, right? The judge warned her multiple times because she caught her lying. You know damn well there's no way that judge should have held on to anything that girl said after you threatened impeachment on her ass several times. That's the word
she was supposed to impeach her. She was supposed to impeach her.
My point is, knowing that, how could you trust that testimony? That's my point.
That's the point we all been saying. Shit, that's the point.
I got to find out about that because I need to know. Oh, I see that person. You ain't revealed yourself. I'm coming with that bullshit. This ain't the channel for that shit. Take your ass on somewhere. I can't stand these special ass people. Ain't got shit else to do. You mention R. Kelly damn name. Now they want to bring their ass over here trying to distract some shit. I've been on here a minute now, so you can't get me so damn easily now.
I know you notice you got to show yourself if you want to come up.
Get your ass out of here.
You ain't coming up.
My trusting ass. I didn't trust so many and saw all these little bitty ass dingalings. That girl, please, like they doing something. Get the hell out of here. I can't stand that. I'm not the one. The shit doesn't bother me.
Well, I want to say this before I go. I would like to get my petition up to 1,500. Is at 1,455. I need like 45 or 50 more and I put it in the my post. So if anybody who hasn't,
okay, what's the petition? Have y'all done y'all?
It's the same petition it's always been.
Okay,
if
listen.
Anybody who hasn't
research on that spit, because don't waste your time with those petitions. And the reason why that's why I say do your research.
I gotta do my petitions. I got my reason.
Okay, do your petitions. But only thing I'm trying to tell you is at the level of where his cases are today, a petition will not work.
It's not for that. It's not for working. It's not for working. It's for awareness. It's a difference. That's why you have breast cancer awareness and the cure and race for the cure.
Okay.
It's for awareness. It's a difference. Let me do this injustice thing. I got this.
No. I'm not saying you're not on your game. Please don't take it the wrong way. That's not what I was saying. Because I've just been seeing petitions where they're thinking this is going to help free him. No, and that's all I was saying. If that was
because you know what, the reason why I said that is because of the simple fact is, the reason why they was able to take R. Kelly down was because they brought awareness to a situation. Whether it was a lie or not, they brought awareness to it. When you are an organizer, you have to bring awareness to the issue. You have to bring awareness to it for anything can start being corrected. If you don't bring awareness to it, there's nothing that's an instant fix.
Right. So I see what you're saying. You're not saying for Carol. This is for anyone in that situation.
Yeah, you got to bring awareness.
Okay, no, I did that. I misunderstood what you were saying, but I just didn't want, because I see that, I'm like, oh my God.
Ooh, I got
it touches my heart because I've seen a petition that had over 700,000 signatures. And I was like, oh my God, I wish this could do it. But they don't know this because they're saying free R. Kelly, sign this to free, and it's not.
Yeah.
At this point, it doesn't. All it does is just showing support. If that someone was, going for a pardon, you can attach it to that packet. But as far as giving
bringing awareness,
wait for release, it doesn't work.
Yeah, nobody can help him out but a judge. Nobody can help him out but a lawyer and a judge. There's nothing
at this point.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
But a lot of people, they don't know that. And I know people hate when I say, trust me, y'all know I always say, I keep it real over here. I don't sugarcoat shit. I'm going to tell you whether you like what I say or not. If it's the truth, I can only tell you what I know. Right. I'm not just saying something just to be saying. I've done my due diligence on it. And that's why I say what I say. I'm trying to educate my subs to let them know. I get it. Mm-hmm. I know you say you can sign it if you want to, but if you think it's going to hold some weight to help release him from prison, that is not going to do that. No. So I just want to make that clear.
I can't say that either, but what I can say, it can bring awareness to there's an issue with injustice in our legal system.
Absolutely.
And that is the problem. I always say on the channel Spitting Fire is that it can't be for one person. You got to put everybody in the same pot.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And when you do that, that can raise key, because we've seen a lot of change happen.
So where's your petition? Where is it?
It's right. As a matter of fact,
Did you put the link in the chat?
I just did.
Oh, you did?
Awesome. I just did. I don't know. The comment has failed to pass Lady D's Keep It Real. I think they said, let me see. It won't let me. It won't let me put it in there.
Okay. What's where you got it at?
Let me put it here. Okay, I put it there and you can put it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else wants to right on, Spit? You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? So,
all right, here we go. Oh, awesome. Right. So that's all I was trying to say. I thought it was one of those because I didn't know you were still doing petitions.
Oh, yeah, I'm always going to still do it. I'm just going to do it I'm just going to bring it and put it when it's necessary. You know what I mean? Shit. I ain't closed it out yet. But I want to get 1,500. I want to get 1,500 signatures. I'm at 1,458. So if I can get 1,500, I'm going to.
I just put it in the.
Yeah, only if you haven't never signed it before. And you can sign anonymous if you choose, but only if you never signed it before. Please make sure that we can get another 45 so it can be at 1,500, and then I'm going to declare victory finally on this petition.
Oh, but see, that's what I'm saying. Yours say like the other ones: R. Kelly wrongful conviction, free R. Kelly.
Right.
I was signing it. I didn't know you had a petition.
That's my slogan, to free R. Kelly. Okay. I always say, yeah, we yell free R. Kelly, so I put it on my title.
Okay, let me sign. I got it open here. I'm going to sign it.
Spit, have you not had another call with R. Kelly? I was listening to your last, the last one you posted on your page.
Oh, I had, girl, that week he called me.
I was laughing when you said he was screaming at you or something.
Girl, we got into it. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, look, I gotta go to the dentist. Don't call me tomorrow. Like, I got shit to do. Like, shit. Or whatever, so but you know, it is what it is. Girl, I'm strong-minded and strong-headed, and so is he.
Okay, so y'all were this is the video that you posted of y'all going back, or was this another call?
It was caught on a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. Yeah, it was caught a little bit. Because I said some things online and he called me back and he didn't like some things I said. So
you didn't say nothing bad, I'm sure.
I said some real shit. Fuck him. Shit. Ain't nobody thinking about him. I'm out here screaming free R. Kelly for 7 years because this man done injustice. You go hear what I have to say.
Oh my God.
You gonna hear what I have to say. I'm not here for you to like me. I'm here for injustice. Because after this is over with, just like before it was R. Kelly, it was Bill Cosby. And so when Bill Cosby was when the technicalities freed him and stuff like that, I left. I was like, okay, I'm gone, you know. And then people will call me, well, they trying to go after Bill Cosby. That's civil. I'm not fighting for your money because I ain't getting shit. I am not fighting for you on your own with your money now. But as far as your freedom, I don't want you in there. And I'm glad Bill Cosby is out. So whatever. But his money situation, that is on him. And same with R. Kelly. When you out, Negro, you will fight for your own money.
Yeah, I hope that. Oh man, I'm
not even speaking on that. It's gonna be regular commentary with me. I'm not gonna be advocating for your money because I ain't getting none of it.
So did he stay mad at you, or did he get over it?
That nigga get over it. I don't care about him. He get over it. He get over it because when I talk to him again, I'm say, didn't I tell your ass? That's why your ass is still in there. That's exactly what I'm telling him.
Don't tell that man.
Yes, I am gonna tell him because I told him this is what he should have did. This was 3 years ago when you was only in there 3-4 years ago. You was only in there 2 or 3 years. Now you're in there 7 years.
I don't know about that though.
Shit. Well, you go head on. I ain't no shit. I ain't coming out over that nigga. I've been over here 7 years drilling free R. Kelly. You go hear what I got to say.
I feel his pain. I swear I do. Every time I see anything with him, I can't even enjoy his music the way I used to because it just seems like and the way Bo was doing things, it was just like, God damn.
Well, maybe you can now see his music. You know, it's been a minute since I played his music. I might play some music tonight.
Yeah,
I watch his videos every night. I found out the channel with
it's just sad. And when I see people, you know, because you do have a lot of people putting positive things up and his videos and praying for him. And you watch that and I'm like, damn, look at these people. They just stopped his shit like that. His whole world just changed like a blink of an eye. And this man has not seen outside them damn gates since. It's just awful.
It needs to be done, but you know
what? I just can't get past
I just pray that he's safe. I'm praying more for safety than anything.
Oh, he's covered. I'm just praying.
I'm praying for it. I'm going to continue to pray for that and stay in prayer on that because
I swear
these people is
I can't even go there like that. That's why I say a lot of shit could be strategic because Bo, that's probably why he did that press conference and said what he said to make sure. So if something did happen to him, you know who the hell to point at. You know, I'm telling you, the man has gotten me. I can't even talk about his ass no more. That's why I'm waiting on Trump to pardon R. Kelly so I can start saying some positive shit.
Well, I'm hoping that he do put a pardon in. I hope he do put a pardon application in. I really hope he do put a pardon application in. I really do. It is federal.
But I thought he did. He said in the during the press conference that he was going to do that. Y'all don't think he did it?
Well, he probably was going to do it. He probably have to exhaust all remedies first. So I guess that's probably what he's trying to do first.
I'm back to that New York question though. So could he possibly say this was successful, right? He got the new trial, say the trial even, but the way that damn reply reads, a new trial. Let that damn man out. Y'all fucked up. So he needs to be released. He shouldn't even have to go through that shit again.
But that's your legal system. That's why we have petitions. That's why we sit up there and go to our state legislatures and officials. And that's why we sit up there and have to go for change. Because one of the problems is with injustice is that it's so easy to go to prison and so hard and hell to get out.
Yeah,
even if you're innocent, it's not easy just to walk out of there.
That.
And another thing is that one of the reasons why it's hard is because it's privatized. Your prisons should not be privatized. It should all be owned by the taxpayers. The taxpayers is the one who convict you. The taxpayers is the one who should be having to sit up there and house you. It should not be privatized, because when you get privatized prisons and people get, housed there, it opens up for a lot of injustice. You know what I mean? People get kickbacks and stuff. I'm not saying that they have, but we know that they have, right? And they get gifts and all that, send people to my prison. You remember when I did that content where I showed the state of Arizona? One of the prisons were suing the state of Arizona because the prison count was low.
Wow.
And it was a private prison. So they sued the state because they want some more people, because that's how they make their money. So if you ain't bringing people, crime low, then why I got a prison here if crime low? You can sit up there and send them somewhere else. I can close my prison down then. But it shouldn't even be like that. And I don't think our government officials, any of them on a city level, state level, or the federal level, I don't think no official should be able to invest in private prisons. That is a conflict of interest all around. Whether somebody innocent or guilty, it does not matter. And that's just my whole take on it.
The damn judicial system is messed up.
It's messed the hell up.
It really is.
And whether you red or blue,
R. Kelly got caught up in that.
And whether you red or blue, this needs to be an issue brought up to both forums and both parties.
Yeah.
To end private prisons and bring it back to the taxpayers.
And the sad part about the whole damn thing, they got those people in there. They had them people in there for years, and they're not even rehabilitating these damn people. So these people come out, don't even know what the fuck to do when they come out.
Well, they're not, because they only get money. They get money to house some people. And when you're high profile, high profile, they get more money.
Belong in that. That's not him. He ain't that. That's not. He should not be in there. He's one of those. They just, man.
They railroad him. They railroad him.
He really didn't deserve it.
He didn't.
And I'm just hoping that what's happening here, I hope is successful to bring light, because that's the same. I swear, when I was reading that damn reply, I had to. I'm like, this is Illinois, right? Because everything they pointed out is the same shit that happened in New York. Exact same shit. You got all these people testifying. Since when a person lying on the stand, testimony carried weight?
Right.
It's never happened. All of that is questionable. So that's why I'm wondering, is there a way
what got me?
Situation? I got to do some research on that. I got to find out.
Well, what got me is I was listening to another person's channel, and I won't say for the respect of your channel.
I ain't into that. I don't care.
No, I'm not doing that.
But I really don't. Is it positive?
I don't know, but for respect,
okay. But just so you guys know, I don't care. I don't.
Yeah, care. But it's not that. It can be one way. If you mention people channel, it ain't just about you. It could be about them and all. It could just.
Oh, you mean they get because you mentioned? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
People just like that. It don't have to be about you. So, but for the respect of everything, I won't say the name. But this person interviewed one of the parents, and what got me is. This person said in 2026, I just wanted to get my daughter back. Like somebody kidnapped him. I said, this guy really still think his daughter was kidnapped. Like he believed that lie so much that he really believed it.
Who?
Like he really believed it. One of the people. when they was turning up, they talking about they were kidnapped. R. Kelly kidnapped them. They brainwashed them.
Oh,
This guy really
yeah, I
believes
saw.
that fool.
Yeah.
That fool. He really believes it. For the first time in 7 years, I really stepped back and think and looked. It's like, oh my God, he really believes that.
But it was a woman, I don't know whose channel that was, and it was a lady, she the same way. She really believes, oh man.
And I think to
That
myself,
her daughter,
one lady I was arguing with, yeah, because that lady had to, I seen it. She had to rescue her daughter. I said, yes, with a camera crew. She rescued her daughter with a camera crew. There was no police there. There was no EMS there. There was not even a fire department or a rescue team. There was no SWAT. There was no nothing. It was her and her camera. So why is it that she
are you talking about, you ain't talking about that Azrael shit, because that sounds like that case.
No, this was
that
the
fake
Surviving
ass
R. Kelly.
I truly believe them girls was his biggest downfall.
Yeah, but the thing I'm saying is people out here believe that.
That was crazy. I mean,
people believe they will argue you down, just like one of
that's because they want it to be true.
He had no reason to run a
like the world is messed up, y'all.
It really, that's why I have a totally different view. You know, but that's social media for you though.
Exactly.
Yeah, and TV programming, because that was on TV.
That was on TV. Like they were really looking for the girls, and that was just
like
so
really
performative.
But they did that with just like she's saying. That's what Angelo and his wife did. That fake ass. And the whole time she been communicating with the damn daughter via text, but now she got her ass with, like you said, a crew. Somebody was recording that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's
she
lies.
Calling her daughter's name up at his studio. It's just sad.
It's just lies. Well, you guys, I got to really go. I got to have dinner with my family. Thank you, Lady D. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you coming here and educating us over here.
You know, I'm always support you.
I signed your petition as well. Thank you so much, Spit. And how's your mom?
You putting it on here and everything else. And if anybody, we only need a few. If anybody who hasn't signed it, or if you can get some people to sign it, please make sure you do it. I just want to get to 1,500. I'm at like 1449, 59.
Close. Yeah, I just saw.
Yeah, I just want to even 1,500.
How's your mom? Everything good?
Well, yeah, she's holding on as best as she can. You know, my aunt succumbed to her illness. We had laid her to rest a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was a real struggle, and it's still a struggle. You know, I still have my moments.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and my mother is trying to hold on. She's trying to hold on and go through what she's going through. So I appreciate you for asking. Thank you so very much.
Hang in there, girl. Hang in there. Oh, absolutely. Like I say, I may not be on here, but I be thinking about you guys. I really do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Keep us in your prayers. We definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely. Take care, buddy. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there she is. Oh, pretty brown ass.
Hey.
Is there anyone else who would like to comment this about the reply? Any reactions? Anyone else have a reaction to? Oh, I thought I dropped it. I'm sorry. But give me 1 second. Oh, that's not it. Give me 1 second. I'll put it out here again. Hello, all the newcomers in the chat. What's up?
Hey, Queen Missy Mo.
Wait a minute. I'm putting it in there. Give me 1 second. Thank you guys for hopping over and spending some time. I was so excited about that damn reply, man. I just had to come live and chat with you guys.
Is it kind of crazy that I think that the Savages are causing a delay?
The Savages?
Yeah. I just think that they whole family. I mean, you know, every time
they ain't got shit to do with the case. And he wanted to be a part of the damn case. I don't even know why people focus on this. Every time he would say something, I would remind their ass, he ain't got shit to do with this case. Why would he want to be a part of this case? You get what I'm saying?
He call himself still looking for Joycelyn? Is that what it is?
Baby, I don't know what that special ass man problem is. But I would never understand. I just put the link in there. Come on up. I mean, it just never made sense. But for some reason, he wanted to be a part of this crazy ass case. Man, you should be happy your daughter is not mixed up in this shit. I mean, it was just, but I don't entertain nonsense, so I really can't answer that, Pretty Brown. Once I peep the shit and know it's some bullshit, I can't entertain it. That's
Right.
just, I just don't waste time on stuff like that. Nisimo, you still in here? I just put the link in there if you want to come up. Hey, Kitty Queen. Yeah, so I got to find out about that New York shit, because that's the main one. That's the case right there.
That's the one with the
I need to
RICO charge,
find
right?
out the way this man laid this shit out. Is there a way he could present something for that New York case to have that shit reopened? I got to do my research on that. Prayer for Boozy. What happened to Boozy?
I've been hearing stuff about him
Boozy
too.
badass as well. What happened to him? Does anyone know? No? Who was asking for the damn link and then come up? Let me see. Let me go back through here.
I think Queen Niecy Mo is coming up.
Oh,
she
okay.
said drop the link again.
She said drop it again?
Well, she said that at 7:16. So
there she is. There she is.
Hey, Queen Niecy Mo.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm holding on.
I got some feedback.
Okay, hold on.
You need to mute something.
Is that better?
Oh, that's much better.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm echo. I don't know what's going on.
Y'all still hear the echo?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me go out and come back.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, so anyone else want to comment? What is your reaction? So it seems like everyone cool with it, right? Thank God. I think I read one comment. It wasn't in the chat. It was someone that commented on the upload. I think they said something wasn't, which I'm still puzzled by the shit, but they said it wasn't enough explanatory about some shit, which I really didn't get it. I don't know who did it. I can't even think who posted it. But they were basically saying it wasn't enough explanation as far as, I guess, the women. Let me see if I can find that shit. Hey, Rhoda, what's going on?
I heard about that.
Wow.
I heard about the Bootsy thing this morning. Apparently,
okay, so what happened?
It's supposed to be some female went on, I think, TikTok or Instagram or something, and put up a post saying that when she was 5 years old, Bootsy was dating her mom, and that he basically SA'd her.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So he's being accused of, oh Lord.
Yeah. And so but people in the comments wasn't buying it because they said the ages and everything wasn't matching up. And they were saying that because they saying now the girl is about 30, I think 35, and Boosie's like 43. And at the time, if he was dating her mama, he would have been only about 16 years of age. So they was, they weren't falling for it, but yeah.
I think because of R. Kelly's case, it was so easy for these.
Right.
I think that's why everyone is being accused. It's just ridiculous now.
Right.
And anyone could file a complaint.
Right.
And that's why I say that I can't stand our judicial system. I really, to me, you should really have some serious proof. You gotta be, and it's like you can just file and just ruin someone's reputation just because you filed some shit like that. And later find out, look what they doing to this guy.
And they did, and she did it on the day that his new album was dropping.
Girl, they probably playing somebody. Oh my
Somebody
God.
playing that. Yeah.
These people.
Yep.
These people get on my damn nerve. They just don't, lazy ass people just want to. You got why you get there?
There it is. Can you hear it now?
Say something again.
Hello.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, I forgot I had YouTube.
Echo, are you watching YouTube? It's so weird. I don't get it. No.
Okay, let me go back out and come back in again.
I wonder what happened before.
I know. Let me try it again.
Okay. That's
Boosie
never
is-
happened with her before, so I don't know what that is.
And lady, Boosie is very he speaks about R. Kelly all the time. So he always coming out speaking highly of R. Kelly and saying, that he got bamboozled during the trial and all that stuff. So
I ain't heard the bamboozle.
yeah.
I've heard him say, he give him props about his music, and I've only heard him say that.
It's some new video out he was doing.
And see, this is what everyone is entitled to their opinion, absolutely.
Right.
But what people fail to understand when it comes to R. Kelly, these girls, these young women, I don't want to say girls, these younger women were of legal age, okay? They were legal. Now, I get some guys, they don't like them 18 and over, okay? But that's your preference, though. That doesn't make someone a pedophile, which they use that word so loosely, when a pedophile is when it's 13 and under. That's when people don't know what the hell they talking about. They just hear people use that term, but they're using the term incorrectly. I get it. That's not your preference, but that might be the next man's preference.
Right.
As long as she's legal, she's grown. Meaning her mama and nobody else can say shit about it because by law, she's a grown woman. And that is the problem with these self-righteous ass people that pisses me off so much, because you're judging because they're of an age that wouldn't interest you. That's you. Doesn't make it wrong.
Right.
And it's a whole lot of men messing with younger women that's of legal age that you don't hear shit about. But for some reason with R. Kelly, he's the blueprint for the shit. Like he's the only one that ever done it.
Right.
So what is he doing wrong? That's what I want to know. What has he done that's wrong if her ass is legal by law? It's law. There's nothing anyone could do. That's why with Azriel, when the police officer came up to the suite they were in that hotel, she showed her damn ID. He left out. So, okay, that means she was legal. So I don't get it. I absolutely do not understand it. People want, because you feel a certain way about some shit, you feel everyone else have to walk the way you walk. No, he's entitled to date any damn body he wants to, as long as they of legal age. So if he's 24 and her ass is 18, her ass is grown. In the state of Illinois, it's younger than that. It's 17. So if she's 17 and he's 25, 30, it doesn't matter. By law, her ass is legal. So I don't understand the hate that these people have for this man, because he likes dating women younger than he is. Who the hell wanna... there's a lot of people prefer a younger person than someone their age. I've never dated a guy my age. When I really started as a teenager, they were always older. I never even thought about this. And that's another thing. You want to make R. Kelly an everyday guy. He's not. That was a multi-millionaire these chicks were dealing with. He wasn't Bobby next damn door. Who the hell would want to be with a millionaire who's a damn superstar, fine as hell, smelling good, dress his ass up? Girl, bye.
And looking good.
He's wrong. Come on. So So you gonna say this man took the time and he sat back and he just messed with their minds and Stockholm syndrome? You can't use that shit on me because I was a young girl, my damn self. Now maybe, don't get me wrong, there are some younger adults, 17, 18, that's not experienced. Didn't start as early as some. Okay? I'm one. Okay? And I thank God. Because I wouldn't want to be in my late 20s and dumb as hell just learning shit. I'm glad I tested some damn waters because it educated me. I learned from that. But if you've never been out here and you just started getting into doing some things when you 19, baby, yeah, your ass gonna fall real hard. Because you don't know. You learned some shit that I learned when I was 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yes.
You guys get what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say, it's the environment where sometimes. It's where you're raised, your environment, the people you're around. And R. Kelly from Chicago. And here in Chicago, some areas, it calls a young lady to grow up a little sooner rather than later. She's a product of her environment. That shit was normal for everybody in the environment. That's why when they were trying to call that man out on some shit, I'm like, what the hell they talking? They trying to act like these are some innocent ass. No, these are experienced. Look what them chicks did to that man. Them chicks has rap sheets and shit. They knew exactly what they were doing, but they were so happy that somebody like him, I still don't understand what the fuck, how he even got mixed up with him. I just don't get it. But he did.
But Lady D, he got mixed up by the people that he called bro, the people he had in his inner circle. We gotta call this thing for what it is. These people that claim to have had his back and should have had his back, these are the people that these people were involved with. But of course, they're gonna say it was Rob because he's the big fish.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. They act like this shit is so, they not looking at the fact, baby. If I would have met him at 15, I could have been 15 and met his ass. You ain't gonna tell me. I'm gonna tell his
Hey,
ass.
Lady D,
Hell yes.
Lady D, hey, I would have been happy. I'm just happy to be here.
You think I'm gonna say, oh no, I'm only 10? Hell no. No.
I'll be like old girl over there with Ron Isley.
To shit to another level. Okay? Come on. I just hate, and that's the problem. These people are so hung up. They're not even looking at the acts. They don't know what we know. A lot of these people don't know what we know because they didn't follow the case at all. They don't know
And
these
that's
people.
another thing that we must, and I think Lil Mac could have said it best, is that it's imperative, and this is gonna happen. It must happen, even if Rob get out. It still must happen. I told this to Fire, and hopefully we can make this happen. We need to get both of those transcripts for Chicago and New York. Those transcripts need to be role play out to the world, for the world to see what happened inside of that courtroom. Nobody and even with the transcripts, y'all, I'm telling y'all, based upon me going to the courts, there's a lot of things that was deliberately left out of those transcripts.
Well, that's what, if you were as far as Chicago, that's what he brought up in the reply. Did you read the reply? I mean, hear about the reply brief that he filed on behalf of R. Kelly for this Illinois case?
I didn't hear it. What did he say?
Oh, it's awesome. You need to watch my video.
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll go back.
It was just filed yesterday. And that's
Okay.
why I'm on here. That's why my title says what it says. I'm on here for the reactions of, because he did it to me. But let me know what you think, Nisi, after you
Okay.
you watch that video idea. It's not long because it's just an 8-page document. It's not even a full
Well, I have been saying, Lady D, even I know we because we were used to uh, uh, Bogine coming out telling us different things. But I think this man deliberately started doing things because he knew that the enemy was trying to attack in any way possible. And let me tell y'all something. Uh, I know this for a fact that the enemy was doing their job uh, as far as when it comes to Rob. They had been saying for the longest that Rob was in solitary confinement before Rob was even in solitary confinement.
Wow. I can't believe they had that man in solitary confinement for damn near a month over some shit he had no control over. The man gave him his damn number. It just didn't make sense to me how you would put this man in a hole and just to find some shit out, just take a phone call. So I'm still puzzled by that. I'm still
And
puzzled.
that's why it's imperative that, as you know, I think we, as you know, because we support Rob and we're passionate regarding how we support Rob, and we want the world to understand that we support the truth. We don't support bull crap. We support the truth. We seen this thing from the beginning to the end. But what you're not going to do is tell me something that I've already seen.
Wow.
And when it comes to the law, we have to take a different stance because I don't understand my people, the people that look like you and I and everybody on this platform, how we are so engulfed in locking up Rob and locking up Boosie and locking up some people may agree and disagree, Diddy, and so forth. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Nobody is going hard for the way that this crap has come out with the Epstein and the Abercrombie and Fitch just gone silent, which is connected to the Epstein and the Erica Kirk. All of this stuff is connected. But we as a people, we go so hard to lock our own people up. And then when they lock them up, the first thing we want to say, oh, woe, it's me. Why are they doing this to us? Well, we doing it to ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We are hurting our own people because you're not going to stop until it knocks at your door. Believe you me, it's coming to knock at your door.
I believe it. And I hate when people try to compare because people try to, they don't understand the hate for R. Kelly is because these people has it in their brain that he's messing with underage, taking
That
advantage.
man ain't messing with no underage. Them hookers,
But I'm
them
saying
hookers there, they were the monsters.
Exactly. Okay.
Why did they have to go get old girl out of her hotel room because she didn't want to come back and testify? But you've been lying the whole time. Come on back and finish lying.
Exactly.
Then you got one saying, my daughter don't have herpes. He tried to give her herpes. Come on, people.
Exactly. And that's on tape coming from the mama. That ain't even from some third. That her mama is saying it. But I've seen so much about these. I'm telling you. Everyone, I can't believe the people that man had around him were that damn low down that they stooped to the level. But then again, we have to remember that wasn't the plan for him to go to jail. Now we have to remember.
No. That was not the plan.
We have to remember that. And I think people got it twisted and thinking that was not it. They played a game that got out of hand. Once the government got involved, they lost whatever leverage they thought they had on it.
And the Clary said it first. The Clary literally said it first. Angelo said it. He never wanted this man to go to
saying something to the fact that All he had to do is do X, Y, and Z, man. I heard him say something to
Yeah,
them.
he could. All he had to do was give her a deal, and he
Yeah,
could have
I
had
heard
her.
that.
He could have had her. And he
Yep.
said, and I'm like, he said, and he called her his stepdaughter.
Yeah. And that is his stepdaughter. That's not his daughter. That's not his. She's not his. Yeah, he didn't father her. Yeah, that came. Where did that come out at?
And he said it out of his own mouth when he was talking on that live with Tyson.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, those people knew him so well because R. Kelly, to me, he's just all into his music. He ain't even
That's
thinking.
all.
That's what hurt him. He's probably a totally different person now, but that was all that man was focused on, and he thought the people that he had employed, and that's another thing with these cases.
Yes.
Everyone that testified was
Hmm.
someone either fired or stole from them, and he got rid of their ass or cussed their ass out, did whatever.
But
Those
it was 250 people went to the grand jury and spoke against this man.
Yeah.
250.
But those were people that had that was their revenge for whatever they felt he did to them, even though from what I've read and followed, he only tried to help them. But when he saw they were still doing scandalous shit, he didn't even want them around him anymore. So he got rid of them. And I can't see, that's so clear to me. I don't understand why people couldn't see that. These are disgruntled employees.
And everybody have disgruntled employees.
I just don't get it. I just hate the way they did him. He didn't deserve it. None of those people. It was that my cousin. She knows him. She worked with him, and
Mm-hmm.
that was during the Surviving R. Kelly. I think they reached out to her, and because she only had positive things to say about him,
And so did I.
they didn't want her. She was not a part of it. Anyone they interviewed that had positive things to say, they only went with the people that had a gripe to some shit
To grind.
to grind. Absolutely. And that's a telltale right there, just like he said. He said, wow, after 30 years, now nobody has anything good to say about me. You giving up? He even knew that shit was crazy. But they
And we got to
wanted
give a shout out to us I said I want to give a shout out to Kim Burrell. Before
oh
I
yeah.
went to New York, I reached out. I literally went to her home and asked her if she would be willing to testify. She said, that's without a doubt. She said, just let me know. And I don't need him to get me there. I'll get there. I just need to make sure that I am testifying. That didn't happen. So what she did later on, of course, I was on one of her platforms and she was saying, pray for him. And then recently she called he and Diddy's name out, and now they're trying to blackball her.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I just think that's wrong.
It is. It's ignorant. It's ignorant. How the hell you gonna hold somebody for life where they can't do shit? Nobody can speak. How the hell a person supposed to rehabilitate themselves, even if they did do some shit, if you keep holding them back? It
But
makes no
Lady D, let
sense.
me ask you this here. What what we got to look at this government, this thing that we call our government. Okay, in Illinois, it's 17. We got to look at this and we can see how the setup is real. Illinois is 17, in Texas is 18, some places it's 19,
And
and then
some
some
places
places it's 16.
16. That's right.
So, do a man supposed to go to every state and ask a woman or ask the government, what is your age of consent.
Come on, this is what I'm saying. That man didn't feel he was doing anything wrong. This man he's touring, right? So you're touring, you got a girlfriend. Your woman
And
is
then this happens all the time in every
all
city.
the time. All the time. It's just I don't know.
But
That's
these people don't understand. If you, I majority, this lady I just heard, the one from the main one for Chicago, sweetie, you have a son. You got to know this is coming up again.
you talking about Jane. What's her name? What's that girl? Rashonda.
Rashana, yes, you have a son.
Well,
You got to know this is coming up again.
you definitely got to watch that video I uploaded reading that reply because he has. You got to just
Oh, I remember that reply of her. Yes, I do remember the reply from the beginning.
no. I'm talking about the one that the most important one trying to get him a new trial with her case.
Okay, okay.
She's came forth and told
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what she said in the beginning. Remember his first when he first come out, when Bo first come out, he said it then, and then that's when the other dude over there, who Angela was talking about, said that he told him, "You gonna get caught up. You gonna get caught up." And then he come out screaming and hollering about, Rob is playing him. No, Rob ain't playing nobody. You playing yourself.
wow.
Y'all played a game that y'all didn't have the money to cash.
It's just amazing how individuals could be so evil. You're so pissed off because you caused whatever to happen between your relationship with him for that to end. I'm talking male or female, the people that work with him, whatever the deal was, whatever it was, or whatever happened, you brought it on yourself. Now, a lot of time we work for people we don't like their ass. You know what I'm saying?
It's all the time.
You get what I'm saying? It's a job. You're gonna
Yeah,
do it.
it's a job.
And if it gets too tough, you move your ass on. You don't stay there, right?
No, they gonna stay there because they ain't got no other choice.
No one ever left. He even let them go and let their ass come back because R. Kelly wasn't your average millionaire. You know what I'm saying? He know where he came from, so he understood people that weren't as fortunate. He been there. He knows that life. So he tried to help the people that needed help. But they took advantage. He didn't realize, no, you can't. It's good to help people. But once you reach a certain level, you really got to, your circle has to have, if not exactly what you have or more. Because you don't have to worry about that. You had nothing but broke ass people around you that's struggling. So they're pretending that they admire you when they're hating you. You get what I'm saying? He's thinking he's helping them every time he did something good. The moment he did something, they behind his back talking shit. Jealousy.
But Lady D, I have gone through this Epstein case, and I literally have gone through it. I mean, with tooth and nails. The exact same people that you're describing now were the same people that was around this man. But
Well, that's
again,
what they say. He targeted runaways or who this
yes,
people that didn't
yes.
care about those, where they were. Because I'm like, how the hell these people around this man? So he targeted those people.
But these
He was
people,
a
but
straight
what
up
I'm saying is
pedophile, though.
though,
That dude was a pedophile.
yeah, but I'm saying though, there's when you listen to these women's story, when I tell you the government is so freaking corrupt, God don't want them and the devil don't refuse them. That's why ain't nothing happened to the United States yet. But let me tell y'all, there is a day of reckoning. These
Absolutely.
people have gone. I mean, they've done so much dirt and damage. They have planted stuff on these men, our men, and made them look like the monsters that they are. That's why I cannot do our people because we are so blind by stupidness. We better wake up.
With Bo Bridley, he said it. And it made so much sense when he did that press conference. He said it. He said the government, that's what they do. They put the worst charge on you. So when they start doing they manipulate all that crazy shit that they do to secure their case, they put the worst charges on you so no one would give a damn what happens to you. He nailed that on that. That is so true. And when you're talking about harming a child, you can't get any worse than that.
And
That's why
they
no
think that
one
that's
cares
the
about
worst
R. Kelly.
crime. And the world thinks that that is the worst crime that God frowns upon. But no, that's not. And I want to set the record clear with that. It may appear that that's the worst crime, but the worst crime that you can ever commit that God will never forgive you of, and that's blaspheming against the Holy Spirit. That's
Absolutely.
the only crime that God will not forgive you of. But we as people, God says all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. So therefore, there's no sin greater than the other.
What I'm saying is what when he said, because it does make sense. That's why they did what they did to R. Kelly. We all know there weren't no underage. We know that. We know that because we followed that case. We know that was some bullshit.
And the government knew that.
Yes,
They was watching
that part,
everybody's
but that's
platform.
what I just said. That's what they do. That's what he said. He said it shit happens every day. It's just so happened R. Kelly was a millionaire. He's a public figure. He was a
Because he
superstar.
sure wasn't a
So you
millionaire.
don't want
Because
to
if he was a
draw.
millionaire, they wouldn't have taken the man wouldn't have went to the bank and only had a certain amount of money in the bank. But they targeted Rob. A lot of people got to understand when Rob was in Atlanta, living in Atlanta, and they robbed his home. And he come to this. He was filming. He was doing the filming. Nobody else. He was. He was showing the police all over his house. He was showing what happened. He said
That's crazy what they took for. I saw they empty his house.
and said you can't do nothing about nothing. But the only thing I can do something about is go make this music. They knew that. Long as they keep him in that studio, then they knew his every move. They knew that he was only concerned about his music. That was the beginning. And that right there is if anybody really want to store it there and start working your way all the way to, I'm telling y'all that right there. And during that same time that this happened, y'all, I got up out of
I
You breaking
um
up. You're breaking up.
somebody was calling.
So can you
Um
repeat what you just said?
I said during that time that this happened in Atlanta, Rob, that was the New Birth Church had started a lunch. They had a big old sign across the church that they were going to be doing this big lunch of children being sex trafficked, and they was getting all of this money that was going to be donated to them. All of this has gone blank now. Nobody wants to remember this, but I remember these people got millions and billions of dollars that was uh, funded to this church, and they was doing all. And when it made sense to me was when I saw the savages and the Mister Change the narrative come out. and then I see that they were part of New Birth Church. Y'all, this thing is bigger than what meets the eye.
I'm not surprised by it at all. At all. At all. Lisa, I sure wish you had watched my video with the about the reply. Because I would love to get your opinion on that.
I'm gonna go watch it. You going live again?
Huh? Girl, I
I'm
been
going to
live.
watch it.
That damn reply was so good to me. I had to come live and just chat with everyone about it. They
Well,
were.
maybe you need to go back and do it again, and just
Y'all
really
want me to read the damn thing again?
yes, read it, yes.
Put a one in the chat if y'all want me to read that damn thing again. One in the chat. Y'all want me to read it again? That shit was so good, man. I had to control. Oh, it was hard to control myself. I'm telling you. Put a one in the chat if y'all want me to read the thing again. If not, oh shit, the one's coming up. All right, give me a minute, y'all. Y'all know y'all some. All right,
Hey, we got to keep going. We got to share. Please share and tell everybody. Come in the chat. Come in the
are
chat.
you guys hitting that like button? You know, it's hard for me to keep up with that shit. Y'all know what y'all supposed to do. Y'all come over here. Y'all want me to keep you entertained and shit. And y'all don't want to put your girl in the algorithm. Hold on, let me get it. I got it printed. Hold on. I can't
Share
believe
to these larger platforms.
I must
Share to these platforms that ain't got that don't understand this case. Please share.
please share, please. We bringing up. Okay, wait a minute. I know I printed it. I know I
If
printed.
any of y'all subscribe or seen Mr. Let Go, that's his name on YouTube. Please share it with him because he's sitting out here just lying about the Diddy trial and the R. Kelly trial, and don't Bitmo know what he's talking about. So share.
All right, guys. Damn, I was supposed to come on here just for a few minutes. But here, see. All right, guys, I'm going to read it
I'm muting.
once again. Because this shit blew my mind. All right. This is defendant's reply in support of, so what this is, Nisha, you know the government did a response to R. Kelly's motion for a new
Yes,
trial, right?
yes.
So this is the reply to that.
Okay.
Now comes the defendant, Robert Kelly, by and through his attorney, Bo Bridley, and hereby replies to the government's response to his motion for a new trial. The government's response does not meaningfully engage the substance of Mr. Kelly's motion. Instead, it relies on mischaracterizations, selective readings of the record, and most notably, an improper attempt to resolve disputed factual issues without an evidentiary hearing. That approach is legally untenable. At its core, the government's position asks the court to reject detailed, specific, and supported allegations of constitutional violations based solely on attorney agreement. That is not the Rule 33 standard, nor is it consistent with the well-established requirements governing claims under Brady, Gigolo, and the Sixth Amendment, as indicated in Mr. Kelly's motion. Because Mr. Kelly has presented substantial newly discovered evidence demonstrating improper influence on the government's central witness, suppression of material impeachment evidence, and intrusion into the attorney-client relationship, the court must, at a minimum, conduct an evidentiary hearing. The government's effort to avoid the result must be rejected. The government's, one, The government's response is predicated on mischaracterization. The government's response rests on reframing Mr. Kelly's motion into something it is not. It reduces the motion to a narrow set of issues, benefits to a witness, exposure to prosecution, and general impeachment material, while ignoring the central allegations. One, that the government coerced its key witness through threats directed at her family. Two, that it induced testimony through undisclosed promises and pressures. Three, that it was involved, Three, that it was involved in or benefited from the theft and dissemination of privileged attorney-client communications. Four, that those communications were used to influence witness testimony. And five, that these facts were not disclosed to the defense. These are not minor incremental impeachment points. They are structural defects that strike at the integrity of the verdict itself. No, that's right. The government's failure to confront these allegations directly is telling.
Lady
And
D,
yeah,
did you say that it was not, so they kept this information from the defense?
yeah, let me finish. You let me finish. All of it's gonna come to play. Watch. Just hear it out. The government's failure to confront let me go back to that. These are not minor incremental impeachment points. They are structural defects that strike at the integrity of the verdict itself. The government's failure to confront these allegations directly is telling and dispositive. The government's principal argument is that Mr. Kelly's claims are, quote, impossible, end quote, because the cooperating witness began assisting the government prior to July 2019. That argument fails for two independent reasons. First, the government constructs a strawman by suggesting that Mr. Kelly's claims hinge on events occurring only after his incarceration. They do not. The motion describes a continuum of misconduct, including pre-cooperation pressure and inducement. Two, escalation of those pressures after formal investigation commenced. Three, continued influence through intermediaries. And four, reinforcement of testimony through exposure to privileged communications. The government's fixation on a single date does nothing to rebut this broader pattern. Second, even if the government were correct about the initial timing of cooperation, that would not resolve the constitutional issue. The relevant inquiry is whether the testimony presented at trial was coerced, improperly induced, influenced by undisclosed information, or tainted by constitutional violations. If the answer to any of those questions is yes, the conviction cannot stand, regardless of when cooperation originally began. Oh, yeah. The government's timeline argument is therefore irrelevant to the dispositive issues before the court. Two, the government improperly seeks resolution of factual disputes without a hearing. The government repeatedly asserts that Mr. Kelly's allegations are, quote, unsupported, end quote, implausible, quote, end quote, or false, quote, end quote. But those are not legal conclusions. They are factual disputes, and they cannot be resolved on paper. The motion is supported by witness accounts detailing coercive conduct, statements from individuals with direct knowledge of the theft of privileged materials, evidence of coordination between inmates and custodial personnel. Statements indicating that privileged communications were shown to a government witness and accounts describing how those communications influenced testimony. These are not vague or speculative assertions. They are concrete allegations supported by identifiable sources. In contrast, the government provides no affidavits, declarations, witness testimony, or evidentiary submissions of any kind. It offers only attorney argument. That is insufficient to defeat a Rule 33 motion grounded in newly discovered evidence. Courts do not resolve credibility determinations based on the briefing of counsel. It is well established that when a motion presents competing factual narratives, an evidentiary hearing is required. That principle applies with special force here, where the allegations involve prosecutorial misconduct, witness coercion, and intrusion into the attorney-client relationship. The government's request that this court resolve those issues without testimony should be rejected. The government's mere assertion that Mr. Kelly's claims are, quote, unquote, impossible cannot serve as the basis to rule against him when these serious claims of constitutional violations have been raised with supporting evidence. 3. The newly discovered evidence is material and not cumulative. The government also argues that the evidence at issue is merely cumulative impeachment. That assertion is incorrect. The evidence goes far beyond general impeachment. Far more than nebulous bias or credibility claims, the newly discovered evidence establishes 1. Coercion, rising to the level of constitutional violations. 2. Threats against third-party family members to secure testimony. 3. Undisclosed inducements and pressures. 4. Exposure of a key witness to defense strategy through stolen communications. And 5. Government involvement in or exploitation of those intrusions. This is qualitatively different from routine impeachment. It fundamentally alters the jury's understanding of how the testimony was obtained and demonstrates a pattern of government misconduct that infected the entire investigation and prosecution of Mr. Kelly. Notably, the jury did not hear any of this evidence. The government's claim that the defense had an opportunity, quote unquote, to cross-examine on related issues misses the point. The defense cannot cross-examine on information it does not possess. You go, boy. Girl! The full extent of coercion threats involving the key witnesses' family members was not disclosed prior to or during trial. The involvement of third parties acting as the government's direction to assist them in securing evidence against Mr. Kelly by violating his constitutionally protected rights was not disclosed prior to or during trial. The government's possession and use of stolen attorney-client communications was completely unknown to Mr. Kelly prior to trial. The influence of those communications on witness testimony was something that could not have reasonably been known to Mr. Kelly, and thus something he never had the opportunity to explore on cross-examination at trial. The government suggests there existed an The government suggested there existed an opportunity to explore a bias from improper influence that was completely unknown to Mr. Kelly. The very same misconduct that created the improper influence also deprived Mr. Kelly of his confrontation clause right to explore it by failing to properly disclose it. Because the jury never heard this evidence, it cannot be dismissed as cumulative. Go, boy. Number 4. The intrusion into attorney-client communications is a structural violation. Among the most serious allegations in the motion is that privileged attorney-client communications were stolen and used to influence the government's key witness. The government does not meaningfully rebut this claim. Instead, it dismisses it as implausible and non-credible. That is not sufficient. Intrusion into the attorney-client relationship violates the Sixth Amendment. Government accusation and use of privileged defense communications directly impinges upon the defendant's constitutional right to be represented by counsel, especially when the information is used to gain a strategic advantage. Such conduct undermines the adversarial process itself. Go on, y'all. The allegation, if proven, require relief. It is established that privileged communications were obtained and shared with a government witness to influence her testimony. Then the integrity of the trial is irreparably compromised. You know that's right. The government cannot simply assert that it doesn't believe that the intrusion happened and avoid further inquiry or consideration of it. There plainly exists factual dispute about what occurred with regard to Mr. Kelly's privileged communications. At a minimum, this dispute itself requires a full evidentiary hearing. 5. The government cannot establish lack of materiality. The government argues that an alleged misconduct would not have affected the outcome. That argument is unsustainable. Go on, y'all. The case turned on a single witness. On a single witness. The government's own presentation confirms that its presentation and argument relied heavily on the testimony of Jane. The allegations involving Jane took up the majority of the trial. Jane spent the most time on the stand of any of the charged victims. Jane's testimony had the greatest amount of corroborating evidence. Jane's account was central to convincing the jury that the allegations against Mr. Kelly were true, both those involving her and those involving some of the other accusers. Where a conviction hinges on a single witness, evidence undermining the witness's credibility is inherently material. Evidence that testimony was coerced, improperly induced, or influenced by privileged information is not merely impeaching. It is dispositive. This is, at a minimum, a reasonable probability that the result would have been different had the jury been aware of these facts and the manner in which it could have influenced Jane's testimony. Okay? That alone is sufficient to satisfy the Rule 33 standard. An evidentiary hearing thus necessary for the court to determine whether those things did in fact occur as alleged in Mr. Kelly's motion. 6. The motion is timely under Rule 33b(1), and a hearing is required. The government's timeliness argument rests on its assertion that no newly discovered evidence exists. As already demonstrated above, the premise is incorrect. Go, y'all! The evidence at issue was not disclosed prior to or during trial, could not have been discovered through due diligence, and emerged only after trial through witness cooperation and investigation. Accordingly, the motion falls squarely within the Rule 33B1. The government's attempt to reclassify it is without merit. This timely motion requires an evidentiary hearing so that the claims of newly discovered evidence can be evaluated by a fully informed court. This case presents a textbook basis for an evidentiary hearing. You know that's right. Mr. Kelly's motion presents specific allegations of prosecutorial misconduct, claims involving suppressed evidence, evidence of witness coercion, allegations of intrusion into the defense function, and factual disputes that turn on credibility. Every one of these factors supports the necessity of appropriateness of a full evidentiary hearing. Go, y'all. The government's position that the court should deny relief without hearing from a single witness cannot be reconciled with due process or the fair administration of justice. An evidentiary hearing is not discretionary under these circumstances. It is required. Go, boy. The government's response does not revoke Mr. Kelly's motion. It avoids the court issues, reframes the claims, and asks the court to resolve contested facts without the tools necessary to do so. The request must be denied. While it is understandable that the government would want to avoid being held to account for its apparent misdeeds in an extremely high-profile case, it is not something that can be permitted. Go, y'all. Mr. Kelly has presented substantial, specific, and credible evidence that his conviction was obtained through coercion, suppression of material evidence, and constitutional violations affecting the integrity of the trial itself. At a minimum, he is entitled to prove those claims at a hearing. For these reasons, the court should order an evidentiary hearing on all issues raised in the motion and ultimately grant a new trial or such further relief as justice requires following that hearing. Respectfully submitted, Bo Damn Britley. Okay. So what do you think?
Wow.
Okay, girl.
Wow.
Speechless, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Nailed it. Was your question answered?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he answered it when he did the press conference the first time when he made the statement that he had evidence from the key witness that it's going to he's got to be granted a new trial. He must be granted a new trial.
Oh, I can't wait to see what the judge. I can't wait. Now we waiting for the judge, but he nailed that shit.
Okay, Lady D says, Rule 33 allows courts to grant a new trial if the interests of justice require it, often due to new evidence or trial errors. And there were trial errors. There were trial errors in both trials.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So all information was suppressed in both trials because there were no information that the judge in the first trial, she suppressed the text messages.
That's what I was saying earlier. I don't know if you were in the chat. That's why I'm so with Illinois, because it was just reading that, it was like reading for New York. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now I was asking Spit when she was on the panel. I don't know if you were in the chat at the time. Now I know he's gone all the way up to the Supreme Court for New York. But when it's something like this, even though he's gone to the Supreme Court, they refuse to even review his damn case. Having that proof like he has here, is there any way that case could be reopened?
We don't want it reopened right now. What we want, and I want, this is why it's imperative, people, anybody in the chat, we're not telling y'all how to do, what to do, but when information is being brought to you, only thing Lady D, Spitting Fire, and those that are trying to get the data out want you to do is share this information, not just to anybody. We have access now to Miss Alice, who's over the, she's the pardon czar. If you're not friends with her, you need to befriend her. Donald Trump, befriend this man. You may not like this man, but befriend this man and make sure y'all send these lives to these. Y'all believe it or not, they look at this stuff. This information is important. And what we can't do, we can't sit here and allow these people to think we're ignorant and that they can keep pissing on us and they telling us it's rain.
I can't wait to see what happens.
And I do believe Bo Brinkley said when he made the when he did the press conference, he said that he sent this all the way up to the president. He is in communication with the president.
Yeah, he did say that. Yep, I remember that. Because he said he said this was too I can't think of the term he used, but he just couldn't take the regular channels. He had to go.
But what he had to do is exhaust all avenues because that's going to be required. Make sure that he's been denied, so that there can be a pardon. Because believe it or not, with just the information alone of what this man just put out, and also the stuff that was put out long before now with the New York and the Chicago trial, this man should have had a pardon long before now. He shouldn't have never got locked up.
No, not at all. That's why it hurts so. I mean, I would never be able to express how this is really. It's so sad. It's I've learned so much about our judicial system and how corrupt and the lengths that they would go to because of this man. And unfortunately, he's put in that situation to bring light to this madness. Unfortunately, he was chosen to bring light to how these people, what they do.
How our government is actually have been doing us. And if we hadn't have been really paying attention and literally paying attention to everything that was going on in this man's case, and from beginning to the end, we would still be ignorant to a lot of things. And what it did for me, it got me more actively involved in my government in my own state, because now I'm looking at a whole lot of things and everything that I question everything now because it makes no sense. And one of the things that we as a people got to come together on is this age of consent. Why we must come together on this? We have sons, we got grandsons, we got brothers, we got uncles, we got nephews. And Black people are traveling now. Black people go all over to state. They're doing things. They're doing a lot of things. And if we don't know anything else with how they were able to do this to Robert and now trying to do this to Boosie, we got to make some changes. Get to the polls and get to your meetings that y'all government meetings that you had, y'all local meetings, and tell them we need these ages changed. It needs to be one age across the board, period.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's crazy. It really is. Perspective, you said it's fire, but we've heard some fire paperwork and they don't give a damn. So I'm feeling a little discouraged. Uh,
I'm not.
I don't know. I'm trying not to go there because that was the first little hope that this man. So I'm just waiting on the judge. I don't want to put any negative thoughts in my brain. I'm hoping
If we can, if we can,
he wins
we gotta go a different route.
if he wins on this motion, the judge rules on it. That says a lot, and I think I gotta find out about, even though New York is like done, bringing that shit, these allegations.
Trust me, Bo Brentley got a ram in the bush. Trust me. He's got a ram in the bush, but he got to start where he know that he can get the job done. And believe you me, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I promise y'all, it has been revealed. I'm telling y'all, Jennifer is not done. Jennifer's not gone. Jennifer and Bo Brentley are not just not speaking to one another. They are collaborating. I believe in my heart.
I don't believe that. I'm sorry.
I believe it. I believe it. And it's based upon some information that this man requested.
I know, I don't know, but that's just me. Jennifer, that's just me. Jennifer, I'm just keeping that to myself. But Jennifer is no longer in this picture, in my opinion. But that's just how I feel about it. Jennifer is.
But reason why I say that, I'm not speaking in regards to they are collaborating as lawyers, because there are things that lawyers have to collaborate on. I mean, no matter what, even if Jennifer is no longer a part of this case or whatever the case may, they are I promise y'all, they are collaborating. And Jennifer is giving information because I'm telling you, Bo Brentley would not have some of the information that he had Jennifer not given it to him.
She had to. That's his attorney. Everything she had to turn it over to him. That's automatic.
But see, that was the same thing. No, that's not automatic. Because remember when Jennifer.
Yes, if he hired that is. I mean,
but listen, I'm saying remember when Jennifer took over Rob's case, the government told Greenberg to hand all of the information over to Jennifer. And Jennifer said, no, I want the government to give me what y'all have. And she deliberately did that because Greenberg had been saying y'all did, and he just said it again in here. Y'all did not hand over all documentation.
That came out, yes. But see, this is what I'm saying. This is what's gonna, like he said, what other relief the court meaning, if you don't feel a new trial is, just release them because they messed up. But that's why he wants the evidentiary hearing, so he can present all the proof that he has, that he's not just talking. And that's just my opinion, though.
And let me add to that the proof for those that did not follow his trial for the 2002 to 2008. Sam Adams Jr. clearly stated, I didn't need Roshana in this trial, so Rob did not send her out of no country. I didn't need her because I needed to show that it was not my client on the tape.
Well, go ahead, I'm sorry.
So how is it not he's proven in the court of law that it's not his client on the tape, but then y'all come back in 2019 and want to state it's him on the tape.
Yeah,
But y'all don't even have the tape.
Drew, that's how I knew, Avenatti really screwed with that tape. Because even a jury from that trial from whenever it was when Sam was representing him said it. That was just not
And yeah, he said it was not, and he said the mold kept moving, and they was like, no, no.
But the juror said that the tape, they didn't even consider that tape. They said it. He said it just wasn't enough evidence. I will never forget that.
But also, Lady D,
that tape was not. Now that just goes. Wait a minute, Nisi. That just goes to prove to you that tape that was presented in this federal case, for this Illinois case, that tape was tampered, because there's no way in hell in 2008 they would have come with a not guilty verdict if they heard this tape, saw this tape, and hearing this person calling out their age, and you get what I'm saying? There's no way.
But there was no calling of no age on the 2000. I'm saying, but Lady D, in this trial for the federal trial, they couldn't even find the tape for the 2008.
That's why Jennifer kept saying it's not. She kept saying in that courtroom that it wasn't authentic. It wasn't authentic.
It wasn't authenticated.
Yeah, that's what she kept saying. But we knew that though. No way in hell, when that tape was out in those early years, no one wouldn't have mentioned what was said on that damn tape. I don't even think the shit had sound. It was so long ago.
It didn't have no sound. It didn't have sound. All of a sudden, it's got sound.
Because I'm telling you, I was in that courtroom when we couldn't see the tape, but we could hear the audio. And only the jurors were able to watch the tape. And when I heard what was being said on that tape, I immediately said, I know that's not their smoking gun. I immediately said that because it was so obvious that was some BS. It really was. And I be damned, they believed the damn tape.
But see, Lady D, back then, we didn't have AI. They had deep fake when you had the VCRs and the DVDs.
That was a VHS tape back then.
Exactly.
I remember.
Exactly. That was a VHS tape. So, but in the federal trial, I recall them saying, Keith, whatever his name, Merrill, he drove to Atlanta. It was Keith. It was 3 other people. One name I'm not gonna call, but I remember all the names that they called. But one name I'm not gonna call.
Okay.
That they went to Atlanta, and when the dude knocked on the door, they wasn't ready. Whatever the case may be, so you're not ready to give over the tape, but you get the tape, whatever you get, DVD. You go to Walmart and get some blanks. Come on, make this make sense.
Because somebody right here saying they saw it on the CD. That damn thing wasn't on no CD. That shit was on so they converted it and put it on just what Avenatti did. But what Avenatti took it a step further. He put sound into the shit.
And he created multiple videos.
Angles. Yeah, it's the same tape, but they're supposed to be different angles. But what I'm saying, girl, I don't care how old you are. If you were in the point of your life where you having sex, ain't nobody calling out their damn name.
No age. No.
You know they ain't doing no shit like that. So, some people are just naive. And I really believe some people just don't know certain shit or what people are capable of doing because they weren't around in certain environments where they were able to see certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So they judging by their own,
what they would do, what they would do.
Exactly. Just like I said, how you getting pissed off this man because he like women younger as long as they of legal age? That's a personal. That's your. It just pisses me
But
off.
the question that I have, um, you would like them at the same age he liked them. That's if they would like you. But obviously, they wouldn't like you because, first of all, you're not R. Kelly and you don't have the R.
Exactly.
Kelly money.
Exactly. And if R. Kelly didn't have the money, they wouldn't have been liking
They
his
wouldn't
ass
like
either.
him.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like this girl talking about Boosie doing her at 5 years old. Girl, go sit down. Go sit down, please. Stop it. We are an embarrassment to ourselves. We do too much, way too much. We got too much going on in our government for us to be sitting out here playing games with one another like this here. This is crazy. There is somebody's life on the line. This man may not, his children may not want to see him, but I'm sure he wants to see his grandchildren.
Yeah, it's sad. And I just hate he's getting old in that damn place. I hate it. I really do. And I hope, like I said, in the natural, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? The way it looks right now, it seems like he's going to do the entire time.
But Lady D, what this changed overnight because you was there when I was there at the sentencing. Rob did not look like that.
No, not at all. That man looks.
Rob looked better than anybody walked up. If he look even in his suit, dude looked like the GQ coming out of prison. He giving y'all the lay of the land.
He sure did. That man looked. Yep, he sure was. Every
Hair,
time.
hair laid, hair cut, deep. I mean, nice cut.
Yeah.
Y'all better ask somebody. He ain't had them old fashioned ass glasses on.
Nope. Yeah, he was.
No, he did not have them government glasses on. Them government glasses.
No. Yeah, readers, girl, can't see. Need to read shit. I got on my big ass glasses.
And Rob got real glasses. He had his glasses on the entire time. He was at the sentencing, at the trial.
Yeah. But that man is nothing how these people think he is. I mean, because it would have shown, something would have shown in the damn courthouse. Some shit you just can't have, because I kept my eye on him. I just wanted to see. That dude was so cool. He was just so.
But he broke when he was in New York because Ann Donnelly pulled a darn whammy. Because all of a sudden she said she wasn't having nothing come in. Nothing come in. And then all of a sudden on over the weekend, she come back to my I had an epiphany. You ain't had no epiphany. The only epiphany you had was the prosecutors done got into you and
First of all, with those text messages, that man should have never been found guilty.
But she had, that's what I'm saying. She had an epiphany of a tape, but she didn't have no epiphany of them text messages.
I don't think she allowed them, but they were the exhibits of the who had those?
I'm saying she did have, but she would not allow the jurors to see.
Oh, she wouldn't allow the jurors because okay. I know it was something like that. Because I know they was marked as defendants.
Yeah, she wouldn't let them, they wasn't brought up in the courts. That was never brought up in the court. Just like on the transcripts that y'all read for New York.
Yeah.
I have to give it to Kenny. Kenny, when he was grilling Faith Rogers, he said, read this right here. She read where her ex-boyfriend here in Houston, Texas, tried to run her over because she gave him herpes.
But her mama says she don't even have herpes.
Again, he asked her to read it, and this happened way before she met a Robert Sylvester Kelly.
Well,
But
that's
originally,
another thing. They act like this is the first man those women ever been. I mean, I can't even. I can't. Every time I talk about this, it just really, really takes me back, and I can't even go back. I swear I can't.
but Lady
It's the
D,
first damn
get
thing
this
I
here.
ever. It's just ridiculous what they did to that man. Just ridiculous.
But Lady D, she said she talked about the herpes later. But the first time she came, it was about he supposedly locked her up inside of the sprinter. How you get locked inside of a sprinter and can't get out? I
Wow.
thought isn't the locks on the inside or the
Mechanics
outside?
was there from the beginning. They brought, and that's rare. That's very rare. In the middle of a trial, they are not going to just throw another attorney in. That doesn't work like that.
No, ma'am. Mm-mm.
They did
And
that.
Kenny did not use nothing.
From the beginning, that man may not even be in prison because he really, Kenny did a good job to me from what I caught from it.
Well, what I saw, I'm just speaking on what I saw. Kenny and Donnelly, they are friends. Every time she called a sidebar, he comes over there, he talking to her, he grinning, she grinning. He comes back. Look, dude, this ain't no grinning matter. This man's life is in the banister. You come back and you come back.
Relationships with those judges, though.
But I know that. I understand all of that. But my thing is, when you come back and you don't change. You don't come back with something different. You change. Okay, whatever the question was that you had for this person, whoever's on the stand, you just change it up. But Ann Donnelly was doing this deliberately. All of these freaking sidebars, I'm telling y'all.
Well, that's what Spit was saying. She said the woman is part of the Me Too, so she shouldn't even been over the case anyway. So it's just so much Nisi. Oh my God, you know, we could split. Oh man, we can tear this down into so many parts. We all know the injustice that was done to that man. New York and here. Len Weber is no longer here. I can still choke his ass.
But you know why he ain't no longer here? Because I'm telling y'all, that man did not want to. If you was at the sentencing, remember when the prosecutors
should have never even been presided. That man was too old.
The prosecutors was up there lying, saying, they kept reiterating as if Rob did this and so Lynn Weber said, hold on. I guess y'all thought I was in a different trial than what y'all was in. I was in the same trial. That didn't happen. So why are y'all bringing this up now?
No, what pissed me off with him, now, Lisa Van Allen. Now, they had to go back and bring her ass back to the damn, remember?
Yes.
Jennifer tore her ass up. She didn't even want to come back and finish her damn testimony. They had to send the marshals for her ass. And that's what pissed me off about him, because during the sentencing, that's how he added the time that he added on him because of her testimony of where that heifer lied and claimed where she found his personal shit, his tapes. Because people tripping off of that. So what? This man
But the tape that he had, he had, the hooker was of age with his wife.
No, I'm talking about the bag, the way she claimed where she found the bag. Now, this girl's a known liar. And you mean to tell me he just...
And a known robber.
That shit is...
A known robber. Don't forget that. You're a thief.
Yeah.
In the day.
I was so pissed at him when he brought that. I said, how the hell he gonna believe anything come out this heifer's mouth? So it's girl. I can't. My lovely people. Nisi, thank you so much for coming up.
Thank you, Lady D. And I thank you for reading that again. I hope everybody understand. And for you, if you please, I'm telling y'all, please share. And if you are on social media, please make sure that y'all send this information and share your thoughts on why you're sending this information. Because believe it or not, your voice it needs to be heard.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just don't come on these channels and you heard something and you going on about your business. Especially if we're discrediting the shit that's out there. It's important that it reach certain people, because what I just read, that's a court document. That was some shit I typed up myself. This is an attorney saying how the government has done some illegal shit that they should not have done, because those people that's hating on this man, they're hating on him because of what the government claims he has done.
And remember, y'all, we got government witnesses down here that every time something new comes out, they go in line. So make sure y'all understand, if y'all every time y'all go into these people chat and go and tap like, you're subscribing to them, or you giving them likes, you giving them the algorithm that they need to push their narrative, and their narrative is never to support Robert or bring Robert home.
Exactly. That's why I tell y'all, don't forward me that negative shit y'all be they saying about. I don't want to see that shit, because and I'm shocked that you guys would even sit and listen to some of the shit that these people be saying on these channels about that man, about his cases, or about the shit he's accused of, when you already know the truth. That's why I say it. That's why I stay. I can't do it.
And government witness, I'm saying government informants and all of that, they working with the government because they're trying to save their own behind. So what we have to do, we got to call it out how it is and where it is. It does not matter. That if you support Robert all the way. Exactly. But all this extra stuff, we can't do it. We cannot. We've been bamboozled one time too many.
Y'all stop sharing that shit. They gonna stop, because they seeing people not interested in it. I'm a realist. I want real shit. I don't want no fake shit. I don't want some shit made up. And don't send me some shit that you already know I know the truth on. So I'm not about to waste my damn time watching some shit that I know is not real. This is just some clickbait bull crap. That's all it is. It really
now,
is.
If you're going to do anything, tell them to drop that link so you can share the real. Then you're going to find out that they're not going to want to hear that. They don't want you on their platform.
They don't. The truth is so much negative shit out there that from the news media and all these other outlets, that's who they believe, because they only hearing one side. People always forget there's more than one side of a story. But for some reason about R. Kelly, these people always want to think the worst of this man. They don't want to hear. Soon when you try to say something positive, I don't want to hear. Even Sam Adams, his attorney, said that.
He sure did.
He did. He
said that.
And then people like, oh man, no, I don't want to hear it. Well, you should want to hear it. He was absolutely right. The truth is the truth.
That man redid another video, y'all, to show he started crying. He was crying about his client.
Wow.
He said, my client is innocent. He said, Robert should not be locked up in nobody's jail.
That's right. It's sad. It's sad, guys. It's sad. That's why I say continue to pray for that man, man. That's all we can really do at this point. And because when you're dealing with humans, you know shit is unpredictable. That's why you got to give it to God. You really do. That's going to make decide what's really going to be what. We're dealing in the natural. So what we're doing here, this is natural. We getting the shit out because we need to. But we know when it all boils down, there's only one person that's really carrying the reins, man.
And Robert, if you're listening to this, God have need of you. He have you where he have you, because there is something, and you know what that something is. In the 2008, when that verdict came back, before the verdict come back, You made God a promise. And the promise you made God, you did not adhere to it. Until you adhere to the promise you made God, I don't care how much me, Lady D, Spitting Fire, Dana J, and anybody else come out here and go loud as we can for you. You got to do your part. And your part is say, Lord, I surrender. And I can tell you this here because I have gone through it. When you feel like the bottoms is about to fall and nothing is there to catch you, you better understand and know God have need of you, whatever that is. And He's not going to let you out until you do the work that you promised Him right where you are.
They say everything, we think we are so in control of a lot, right? Or our lives or what. But what we keep forgetting, every step we take, every breath,
Mm.
everything has already been written for us. So this situation was already going to happen. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, yes. It's been predestined.
This is what we're not going to find out until it's all over. But I truly believe there's a message in here somewhere for somebody. And unfortunately, R. Kelly was the chosen one. But he's protected. He's protecting him. But like
That's
I said,
why he done went through everything because I have need of you. God said this is not yours. It belongs to me. And if it belongs to me, all I need you to do is just say, Lord, I surrender and give it to him.
I'm telling
Let
you.
him do what only God can do. There is somebody, Robert, right now trying to take their life. And you're going to be the one to save them.
Yeah. Shit, he probably
God have
already
need
did.
of you.
Yeah.
And he have, because the guy that they sent in there to do harm to him, the guy was on his deathbed, getting ready to die. But God said, not this time.
Yeah. I
That
told
one
you.
belonged to me. That one belonged to me.
I truly believe that. That man is chosen. And I know I can't even imagine what that man is going through. But I know, Robert, keep coming back to it, Father. I know. He's human. So he's going to have a human reaction to what's happening to him. But when the lights go out, when he's in that cell, he's praying, he knows he's covered. I truly believe that.
He know he's covered. He's covered by the blood. He's covered by the blood. Even when they put him in solitary confinement, y'all, I worked in this place. I have worked there. And when they put you in solitary confinement, you come out loony as a tomb. But Robert come out greater and better.
Yeah. Well, he had, when that first happened in New York before they transferred him back here for this case, that's when he experienced that shit. He was messed up. But again,
and he was messed up in Chicago.
God carried him. Yeah. So, that's why
They did Diddy the same way. They put that man in solitary confinement, knowing that man didn't need to go in those. But they only do this to y'all. I'm telling y'all, I work there. They do this to us because we let them. If you have family members locked up, go check on your family.
Yeah, it's
check
sad.
on your family.
Ooh, it's so sad, Lord. So let's pray. I'm praying that this reply is like
it's already done. It's already done.
Yeah, I truly believe that. I'm not a negative. I don't like thinking negative at all. I keep shit real. Well, it depends on what what we're talking about. But I always try to find the positive in the negative. I don't care how ugly or how it seems. I know taking that and turning it to something powerful is taking whatever the devil think he has a hold on us. So when you're consumed in something, you can't move forward. You better call on the Heavenly Father. That's for real. That is for real. Because where you at, that's where the enemy wants you to stay. And that's not a good place to be. Trust me. So
And
what
you
you
have to know how to bind the devil.
you have to put the gift that God gave you and put your mind back on him. Once you release whatever that is, and really, but again, you have to believe in what you're saying. You got to believe it. If you don't believe in there's a hell of someone that's greater out there, that's really looking over all of us, do you think we're breathing on our own? You think we're controlling this shit? Do you really? No, no. No one leaves here unless God is ready for you. That doctor can't save shit if that number has been called. You can see that doctor 1,000 times. But if God's ready for you to come home because he needs you for whatever your next mission is, there's nothing anyone is going to do to heal you. That's why it's important to enjoy what you have while you're alive. Don't get caught up in this, because this world is ugly we in, people. You better believe it. And it's not going to change. It is not. As long as you're breathing, it's going to always be something. That's why you can't get caught up in it. You see what's happening, and the shit is not feeling right, you go the other direction. You have to make your life what you want it to be. If you stay around negative people, you're going to become a negative person. You got to be around someone that's going to always uplift you. You must do that. No matter how you think, oh, this is not, oh God, I can't believe you do it. He's doing that to make you stronger. He's trying to teach you. That's that enemy telling you he doesn't care. That's why you got to have faith and you got to believe it. If you don't believe it, you're falling right for the trap. I'm telling you. You are human. You are going to have human reactions. We all do. But when it all boils down, when you feel yourself, you can't hold on, baby. You better call them. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Call on the name of Jesus.
Live with that. You got to believe what I'm saying. I don't care how things look, man. Believe in God and what his capability. There's no end of what he can do. What we're doing and what things happening. I think a lot of times he's testing us to see if we truly believe in his power. I do. And
I believe he's preparing us for greater, because he wants greater out of us. He's preparing us.
You got to.
And if he can prepare us for greater, can you imagine how much further we can be if we just speak those things as though they are?
Another thing, guys, you got to remember, the devil is a master manipulator. Master. He will make shit seem God is talking to you. But you got to really listen to whatever that voice is. And if it's anything that you saying, you know that's not coming from the Heavenly Father. When he's speaking to you. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Oh, my God. Let's see what happens. It's all up to the judge. What she's going to do, I hope she grant this man, but only time will tell. All right.
Jesus dropped the charges.
Thank you so much, Nisi Mo.
Thank you.
Rhoda, Pretty Brown Eyes, everyone in the chat. I know I ain't get a chance to call all of you out. You guys know I'm here for you. Okay?
Love y'all.
Oh, take care, man. You guys hang in there. No matter what, I'm telling you, don't go there. Don't go there. All right? All right. Take care, guys. Thanks, Nisi.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Jesus dropped the charges.
Amen. For real, for real. Oh, take care, guys. We'll chat soon. Because soon I hear from the judge, no matter what it is. Because even though it may not, that means there's a mission that has not been completed. I'm telling you. You got to look at it like that. Seriously. You always got to change the negative to a positive. Take care, everyone. We'll chat again soon. I'm going to end the live now. Share this video. Share this live. I'm sorry. And I hope you guys hit that like button coming in and going out if you didn't. Take care. Bye.